Came back from Florida last week on Southwest Airlines, and those of you who have traveled on Southwest know that their announcers, or their flight attendants, like to say something with some humor. So what the announcer said, this plane is going from Fort Myers to St. Louis, then to Kansas City, then Oakland, then Los Angeles, then Las Vegas. That's 4 stops before you get to Las Vegas. If Las Vegas is your destination, you need a new travel agent. So I'm here to suggest that if you have succumbed to feminism, you are not going to reach the destination of a happy, productive life, and you need a new travel agent. It's pretty funny now the way the feminists are all psychoanalyzing themselves to find out why all their polls, and they're their polls, are saying that women are not as happy today as they were before the women's liberation movement got started. I don't think it's any mystery. I don't think they needed to design a poll for that, because feminism teaches that women are second-class citizens. They are victims of an oppressive patriarchy. And Betty Friedan put down the full-time homemaker. She said they live in a comfortable concentration camp. And they haven't changed. I saw Gloria Steinem on C-SPAN just a few months ago spouting the same old line, that marriage makes woman only half a person. And if you believe that kind of nonsense, it's a sour outlook on life, and you're not going to get very far. And I would suggest that one of the reasons why Scott Brown had his magnificent victory in Massachusetts that has changed the face of politics is that he had the good fortune to have his opponent a feminist. And she was very unappealing. He was a manly man, now said she was everything the National Organization for Women could hope for, but the voters didn't grab onto it. In fact, I have a hairdresser who's been doing my hair for 40 years. She's never said anything political. And she said, I took one look at her on television and took an instant dislike. So that's the way it is. So I don't think that women have changed the face of conservatism. The Republican platform, adopted in '06 in St. Paul, is the most conservative platform the Republicans have ever adopted, and I think that's a good thing. And it is true that women are half the members of the platform committee, but I think it was a cooperation of the majority of Republicans who did that. Now, it is interesting that Sarah Palin is, I guess you might say, the most popular conservative today, and it is funny the way the feminists feel so threatened by her. It's not just that they don't like her, it's that they feel threatened by her. And that's because she's successful. And the feminists don't believe in success. They think women are held down by this patriarchal society, and they can't do anything. And of course, women can do whatever they want. And actually, her lifestyle isn't any different from what we've had in Eagle Forum. She's got a neat husband, she's got a lot of kids, and she's got a good career in politics. And that's kind of the story of my life, which started long before she was born. And that's the story of all of our leaders in Eagle Forum, like Helen Blackwell, our Virginia state president who's here, and Elaine Donnelly, whom you'll hear elsewhere on the program. These are the kind of conservative women who've been leading the battle against feminism, and there isn't anything new about it. We have hundreds of members of Eagle Forum who have lived the same lifestyle, and yes, I guess we do operate as a threat to the feminists. Now, what made women's life so much more pleasant in the United States is the private enterprise system, which has given us all of those wonderful labor-saving devices. It has made the work in the home so pleasant and so much less time-consuming. When I got married, all I wanted was a dryer. And now I find the young women all have paper diapers, and that makes a difference. But we have dishwashers and dryers, and we have all this ready-made food and carry-out food, and it has made the duties of a homemaker much less, so we've got time for politics and to save the country. And we're very, very happy about that. And we've been, I just do think that women in the United States are the most fortunate class of people who ever lived on the face of the earth. And I don't want you to think that all these good fortunes that we have only started when the women's liberation movement came along. I got my college degree in 1944. I worked my way through college as a gunner, testing 30 and 50 caliber ammunition. Worked the night shift. And I competed with all the boys. There wasn't any problem then. Then I went to Harvard. Harvard Graduate School was fully co-ed then. All these opportunities were available to women back in the 1940s, before you were born. My mother got her college degree in 1920 from a great university. So those opportunities have been out there all of in our lifetime. You would be amazed at how many times I went to testify against the Equal Rights Amendment in a state legislative hearing, and my opponent, who was for it, was crying around about women not having the right to vote. Well, I don't even know anybody at my advanced age. I don't even know anybody who remembers when women didn't have the right to vote. But the feminists are still crying around about it, and blaming the society. I've been trying to encourage women to be active in politics. I hope more women will be active in politics and will correct a lot of these bad policies that we have at the federal level. Built into the present laws are a lot of financial incentives against marriage, which is a terrible mistake. And I think if you go to a college where they have these women's studies courses, look out. Your sanity is in danger the whole time you were there. Thank you very much.